one of the rarest Shelby Mustangs ever built, and one of only 16 Group II Mustangs built for 1966. This Shelby was originally built for famous Shelby American driver Ken Miles, and purchased new and raced by legendary SCCA driver John McComb. This Shelby is a participant in over 30 documented races from 1966 to 1973 with 22 top 3 finishes, and is one of the most significant vehicles in Shelby history.
I knew this car would put me on the path to being a professional race driver. One day, a fellow called me and wanted me to drive his Shelby Trans Am car at St. Louis in the Mid-America Trans Am. And I had only driven MGBs. And I said to this fella, I've never driven anything with any horsepower. And he said, I've seen you drive, you can do it. And as it turned out, I did. I qualified having never been in that car before. It wasn't this car. And so after that, I decided I wanted to be a professional race driver. So I called Chuck Cantwell. Chuck is our oldest American friend. He was at that time in Detroit with General Motors and styling, but he drove an MGB, as did I. He came to see me at a regional race and said hello, and we were friends ever since. I said, I want to buy one of these cars, and he said there are none available. And a little later, a tragic accident, Ken Miles was killed. Chuck called me, and he said this car was available. I bought it, and we got the car home, and I went to the first race, which was a national SCCA race, and won the race. And then a week later, we entered the Fort Worth Trans Am, and we won that race by 6 laps, and that's what tied Ford with Chrysler for the Manufacturers Championship. And then Jerry Titus, the next race, won, and that gave us the Manufacturers Championship. I don't think anybody really knew what was going on at that time. And then all of a sudden, we were going to maybe win a championship, and Shelby said, well, let's go. All we were doing was having fun, winning races. The reason for the number 41 was that I was in the Midwest Division, which was number 4. And I was first place, so that's 4-1. And it's the only time we ever ran that number. What's it like to drive this car? It was let's go, you know. It was fun. Those tires are about as hard as the floor. I'd get this thing sideways and my foot would be flat on the floor. Look over the door, let's go. This car helped win a championship, and I was just fortunate to be a part of it.
This Shelby will be offered at the New England Auto Auction on August 27th, 2022.